Yo, what up, everybody? I'm watching Robert Kraft go in on Goodell. This is crazy.
I acted in good faith.
Brady came back strong today. Kraft came back strong today. This soap opera, this is the greatest soap opera that came from really nothing that I've ever seen in my life. What's up, everyone? Let me shut Kraft. Kraft, holla at you. I'm just gonna mute, just in case they talk about the Cowboys again. Because while I was setting up, they just talked about the Cowboys. Let me find the chat. When I was setting up, they were talking about the Cowboys, and they were talking about Jason Garrett, his approach to this season, which I loved completely. He was talking about this is a completely different season than last season. That they're not don't have a sense of entitlement because they went 12-4 and won the East and all that kind of stuff. The next year is its own year, and that's one thing I've been saying since you know the end of last season. That's over. That team is over. The chance we had is done. We didn't win it, and we got to come over this year with a new team that's going to play just as hard, if not harder than that team, and get to a better result than that team. I loved it. What's up, Rashawn? Gabriel Carasso. I butcher people's names regularly, so please don't get mad at me. What's up, Gabriel? Nicholas, what's up? External X. I love it. Wait a minute. Eternal. It's Eternal with two X's on the side. I'm such an idiot. What's up, Ian? Yeah. The reason why I'm here earlier today is because Wifey she's shooting Shameless is starting right now. Today is actually the first day of them going back to work shooting. So she has to shoot. So I have to do my show or whatever and be off in like an hour or so I can watch the kid. So that's why. And thank you guys for being flexible with my schedule, because my schedule is just out of the box these days. Let me go back. What about Junior Gillette? I think make sure his whole thing is clear, because he said that the Saints acted too fast, Gillette did, and didn't get all the facts or whatever. Get all the facts and whatever, and then we can look at Junior Gillette. But also, Junior Gillette, Mincey was going, or is, or was. I think they're not gonna sign him or whatever, or give him an extension you becoming a player or not. But Mincey has the ability to play the end or inside with the defensive tackle, and that's what Marinelli was going to do with him this year. And since we have Hardy and Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence on the outside, well, Junior Gillette would also be an outside guy. He would not be anyone that could go in and out. Now, on the other side of the coin, Greg Hardy has been talked about coming inside the defensive tackle so we can get pressure that way. But I don't know why you would put one of the top pass rushers at defensive end and as defensive tackle. It seemed like you neutralized his best talents or whatnot. But I just don't see Junior Gillette fitting in the scheme. But he's a good player, though. He's a good player. Chad Evan, what's up? Mincey will figure out that this move will get him nowhere. He will show up eventually. That's what I think, Chad. I mean, his agent. His agent needs to be slapped. You have no leverage. From the outside looking in, maybe there's something I don't know because we're just fans. But from the outside looking in, there's no leverage you have there, man. And you're talking about a team that has recently put all of their faith in Rod Marinelli, and Marinelli bringing journeymen throughout the league to Dallas, you of which were one of the journeymen, Mr. Mincey. Mr. Mincey's agent. I'm not talking to Mincey because all players should go after all money all the time. But Mr. Mincey's agent, dang, I forgot what I'm talking about. But we have to get Hardy inside and let Hardy do that. I forgot what I was talking about. Man, I hate when that happens. Gosh, I had a good thought too. It was me wanting to talk about Mincey's agent because I know this is Mincey's agent's idea rather than Mincey. Took me off focus. So that makes me mad even worse. But like I said, this is Mincey's agent's fault. You come to a team where you got Rod Marinelli, and Marinelli brings journeymen in, and he's going to bring more journeymen in, and he's going to make those journeymen better. And that's what he did. That's what he did for him. Also, you talk about playing time. Last year, Mr. Mincey's agent, he had a ton of playing time. And when you play that much, you put up stats. It's not that, oh my God, he had a world-beating year, let's get him more money. That's not what happened. He was on the field more. And when you're on the field more and you play decent ball, you'll get stats. And that's what happened what happened in that situation. This year, we need to see Gregory on the field. I need to see DeMarcus Lawrence on the field for real because I think DeMarcus Lawrence is ready. And when Greg Hardy gets back, and hopefully and I'm going for Greg Hardy, keep going for this. Keep getting that number going down to 2 or whatever. Take him to court. I'm anti-NFL right now. Take him to court and get this number down to 2. Let's do 2 games for Hardy. I'll be happy with 2 games for Hardy. All right. And then, but Greg Hardy, we want to see a lot more. So those 3 guys, we really want to see at defensive team. Defensive tackle, in my opinion, we're weak. We're weak. We're real weak, and we need to get some people people that can play the defensive tackle position and stop the run, And then another thing, I got so many things on why you can't play Mincey. Another thing is Crawford and Hardy are the next 2 people to get paid on that defense. Okay? No one gets money before Crawford, and hopefully, I don't think we can do it, but hopefully we can get Hardy. But nobody's gonna no. No, sorry. Who else is it? What's up, Nick Lopez? Are you at work? Don't get caught, man. Don't get caught, please. Don't need anybody to get fired. Marshmallow Plays MC, what's up? Melvin Mayo, what up? Joshua Barker, 2009. Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, you like my hat? It's the cowboy hat. My wifey got this for me. Love it. Gabriel says, issue is that Dallas doesn't have anyone who can start if Mincey doesn't play. Gregory isn't ready, and Gardner and Russell are unknowns. That is true, Gabriel, but also also when teams cut down to 53, there will be tons of players floating around even before they get to 53. They get to that time in training camp when a good guy that somebody has on their team is not going to make the roster, and we're going to cut you now so you can find another roster and get on that. That happens like crazy after like week 3 to week 4 of a preseason or whatnot, and that could happen also. So there's lots of chances for us to get another journeyman player that could come in, that could play a specific role that Marinelli wants for this defense. And also we got McClain coming back that Marinelli likes, is going to work with. Hayden, he can come and go, I don't care. But I mean, we have to fix that defensive tackle position, and no one here is going to get extra money or get a long-term contract or anything except for Crawford or Hardy. That's just the way it's got to be. Eternal says, Shango Worldwide, streaming you in my living room over in England right now. Love the new setup, man. Thank you very much. I also have another guy, Jedi. He's in my Madden League. He's been in my Madden League since we started in 2010 or 2010. And he's from England also. So I have a lot of I know a lot of good Cowboy fans over there. So welcome. Ian says Mincey was worth what he was asking for this last year. He's worth what we're paying him now this year because of the rotation. Exactly, Ian. That's exactly. He got paid more last year because he played. Well, he got paid. He did more last year because he played more. But the next year he's not going to play as much, so the pay scale is going to attach that. If Mincey was a bona fide starter coming into this next season, if he was going to man one side of our defensive line for the entire season, no questions asked, i.e. a Hardy, like Hardy's going to do or whatever, then we would have different. And also him doing that on into the future. Also, he's 32 years old. He's not going to be paying, on and on and on in the future. So all of that figures into the equation. And then what's up, DJ Moore? He said Mincey had a solid year, but his production this year is bound to decline because of our additions. Exactly. And look at for instance, I know they're a totally different type player, but George Selby had 7 sacks. And then the next year, what if Selby got those 7 sacks and said, hey, look, I got 7 sacks. I'm worth more than what you're paying me. And then came back the next year and did nothing. And what if every time someone has a decent or above average season, they come say, hey, I'm not going to come back in until you give me more money. Look what I did. We can't set that precedence. Scandrick was a different thing, and I kind of understand his point because he was part of the team going forward. He's a young guy. He deserves to be paid. He's probably our best corner, and he played like a beast on a league-wide scale, not just in a team. Not because Mincey was the best we had on our defensive line, but our defensive line wasn't good. We were not bad. That's why we upgraded so much. But Scandrick was a top corner in the league last year. He really was. Do you think Mincey's agent is using Hardy's suspension as leverage? Rashawn Chapman says, I don't think so. I don't know what the topic of the video. I don't know what Mincey's agent's thinking. I have no idea. I mean, trying to use that as leverage. And by the way, hopefully that's going to go down again. Do it, Hardy. You my boy. Is Mincey dumb or just taking bad advice? Shane, I say he's just taking bad advice. I think he is. I'm on the player side. When it comes to money, I'm on the player side almost all the time. I mean, a lot of times I'm on it because a player deserves to get what he can. It's up to your agent to know your situation. And when you look at the Cowboys situation and what we've done in the defensive line and how we went out there and got pieces that come in and they've been productive for us because of Rod Marinelli. So, I mean, it's got to be, you got to see that stuff when you're an agent. If not, oh well. I think I pulled it down a little bit too much. There we go. Anthony Spencer didn't show up for training camp yet because he wants a new contract. Where is Spencer? Spencer's in Saints, right? Byron Jones going to start? I hope. That's a good question. Marshmallow plays MC. I hope. If you hope so, that means that somebody's not going to do well, that I want to do well. Like, I want Mo to have a super comeback season. So I want Mo to come back and be what he can be, and we can move Byron Jones in slowly. If he needs to develop into a top elite corner, give him time, because you don't want to put him out there when he needs to learn a lot and he gets burnt by some of the ODBs and all that kind of stuff of the game. Let him mature a little bit, or if he's going to find out where his true position is. If he's better at safety, then get him back there and teach him, like Wilcox. Wilcox had to learn. Like I said it the other day in my video, his tape, that it was not good when he came in. He didn't have those instincts that he has now, because he's been trained to play that position year after year. I think this is his 3rd year now. So hopefully that same thing will happen with Byron Jones, and he can be a stud. Because I think Wilcox is going to be a stud. I got a feeling. Nicholas Horn. I don't understand why Jerry Jones won't draft a good quarterback just in case Romo gets injured. Nicholas, I'm with you. You know, I last year Romo went through pure HE double hockey sticks. He did. He got, I mean, even up until the playoff game in Green Bay, the referees was helping him off the ground. He was taking some punishment. And our line is great. But he's still in the nature of the position, he's going to take some punishment. So when I saw that, and then the Jaguars game, man, when he was shot up like that to play, I mean, it's just tough to put Tony Romo in that type of predicament year after year. If we had a backup that was capable of beating a marginal team like the Jaguars or Titans or teams like that we could actually play in a game and we can keep Romo out and let him get his health back or whatever, that would be great, because Romo was so much better when he was healthy than he was when he was hurting. You know, the first game of the season when we need to take care of Romo a little better when it comes to his backup position. I completely agree. Completely. I'm excited to see Gardner. Me too, George Carter. I'm excited to meet Jack Crawford. The rookie Ryan. I want to say Ryan Reynolds, but the new rookie defensive end we got. I want to see him. There's a lot of people on that defensive line who are young, ladies and gentlemen, who, if we give them playing time and they produce like Mincey did, then we have a good player for years to come. You know what I'm saying? We have because he's on a rookie contract, and Gardner, they were rookies last year. So we have those players for a while. If they can use the playing time to produce like Mincey did, then we have something that can work for us for very cheap for a few years. Severe likes my setup. I appreciate it. I worked hard for it, man. I really did. Stephen Jones for president. I'm liking Stephen Jones more and more. I really am. Marshmallow says if he goes to the NFL, Shango, you met my agent, Marshmallow. I used to kind of hang around Dallas a little bit years ago when I first started doing this when T.O. was all there, and the agent situation down there is just bloodthirsty, man. I do not have the amount of evil in my soul to be an agent. I really don't. You got to, you mean people like Lee Steinberg and all them guys, ooh, they have some evil in their soul. But you need that when you talk about money, right? You need that. Sorry. Oh, Cowboys camp.
Took advantage of his opportunities. Darren McFadden, hired the Raiders a number of years ago. A guy who's very talented, tough, mentally tough, physically tough. Excited to have him aboard.
Airball, I like Red Bryant a lot. I'm a huge fan.
We're just excited at that position, just like at every position on our football team, to see these guys, give them a chance to show us.
Thanks, Jason. But yeah, I was making right. I was watching the live press conference online. It was interesting. Tired of all the Brady coverage. I know it's annoying. What's up, the foundation? Exactly, Gabriel. I just said that. Can't give Mincey more money when we have to pay Crawford and probably Hardy also. No, can't do it. Hopefully Hardy. Aaron Ball brings up a name that I always get in Madden. I always somehow end up with Red Bryant sometime on my team. I'm a huge Red Bryant fan, and if he's available, he's a defensive. He's a tweener also. He played defensive end with Seattle, but also he's got the sheer size and strength to be inside also. So Red Bryant is a good idea, Aaron Ball. I see you, Oz. Wow. Okay. What's up, Garrett? Glad you're here, man. So why do a lot of people hate Brandon Carr? He never gets thrown to. When he does, he can give a big play though. People don't like Brandon Carr because of his contract. And it's not his fault. He's making a whole lot of money, and people expect him to play up to that contract. When he got overpaid. He wasn't a number one corner when we got him. He's a very, 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 very good number two corner, and I really like Brandon Carr also. But he doesn't have that number one cornerback ability, and he's getting paid like that. That's why people don't like him. Gus Johnson is a beast. All right, Toe Jam, go ham. I'm gonna hold you to that, Toe Jam, because I'm excited to see Gus, man. But I want Von Miller in Dallas. They took Ware from us. We'll take Miller from them. Oh yeah, I'll take Von Miller in a heartbeat. Von Miller likes cowboy hats too, so he might fit real nicely. Sorry, man, they got my Cowboys on TV. Y'all don't like the Cowboys like I like the Cowboys. When they on TV, I can't focus. But I seen that already. It still don't matter. I meant Mincey. Sorry, not Spencer. Yeah, that's why. Man, I was like, Spencer. Why do I care about Spencer? But yeah, Mincey. I forgot your question, but we've talked about Mincey the whole show, but mainly. You know, the best of luck to Mincey. I hope that if he doesn't come in or whatever, I hope he comes in because he can make more money. Well, I would say he can make money on endorsements, but well, he's made a big name for himself right now by not coming in. But I hope he comes in. If he doesn't come in, I hope he goes to a team and makes money. But as far as organization-wise, you can't give in to all of these guys that won't say, I did good last season, pay me more money, because after every single season, you're going to open up your door, and there's going to be a line of players out there with their stats. Like, look what I did last year. Let me get some more. Can't do that, man. You got to wait for your time. No, I think Gus Johnson. I think Severe. I don't think Gus Johnson is just a pair of camp legs. I think if you're, like I said it yesterday, they were holding on to Ryan Williams like crazy. That other teams were trying to get him, and they were like, "No, we want you. We have plans for you." Blah blah blah. Whatever. And then this guy comes along, and a little setback with Ryan Williams. They said, "All right, you gone. We want you." So I want to see what they see in this Gus Johnson guy. I really do. What's up, James Smith? Junebug. That's you, ain't it? I know that's you. He's Junebug on Twitter. What's up, Midnight Cat? Adam Cotton. Do I want the boys to trade for Christine Michael? Tell Seattle we have a defensive end who has resurrected his career. He had an awesome year last year. 37, I think, hurries, 6 sacks. His name is Jeremy Mincey. And if we want to send Christine Michael for Jeremy Mincey, I think that would be a beautiful deal for both of us. All right, Pete Carroll, give me a call back. Here's my phone right here. Did it for you, Cotton. What's up, Daytone? How's it going? I'm just glad Watt missed that sack and Romo threw that TD. Oh, me too, Marshmallow. What do I like Tony's a lot more than I like Eli Manning's direct TV commercial. But I don't like none of them direct TV commercials too much. I don't like Rob Lowe's. Gabriel said I would trade for Michael or Miller. It won't cost too much for Michael since he's the third. Yeah, I know. He a good serviceable defensive lineman should be good for Seattle. That'd be good for Mincey too. Everybody's happy, man. Everybody's happy. Just go to Seattle and send Ryan Russell. Thank you, guys. Ryan Russell is the defensive end that we got in the 5th round who could have been a steal. So I want to see him a lot also. We got some young talent on the defensive line. Go now, and we have and to be honest, Mincey, Greg Hardy is the leader of them boys right now. I mean, he's a bigger boy in the locker room right now, so you can't pull that I'm the leader of the defense card, because I think we got a bigger personality over there that's going to be more of a leader for us this next year. Thanks, Daytona, about the setup. Dallas is built better than they were when Aikman retired. The retirement of Romo will be offset with the acquisition of a better team. Absolutely, Gabriel. This team is built better than that team, because when Aikman went down, the team was already falling apart before Aikman went down. And when Aikman went down, the bottom just came out. This team is building itself from the inside out. So the offensive line is going to be good for years. And the defensive line, if we can figure out how to get Hardy locked up for long term, the defensive line is also going to be good for years to come. The pass rush. And the secondary is pretty much, I mean, we have a couple of spots here and there that we need to fill up in the secondary, but the secondary is pretty nice also. So we have a team for whenever Romo and we have that transition to the next running back, and we have to remain a run-first football team because that makes it easier for Romo to have success now, and easier for the newer quarterback when we come in, and then we will have an identity that we're going to come and play smash mouth football every time we see you. And that's what we did last year. We played smash mouth football every time we saw you. T.O. that traitor. What's up, Michael Barish? I hope Dwayne Harris' replacement steps up during camp. Me too. I'm going to be really paying attention to the return game and what we're going to have there, and on special teams also. I want to see Damian Wilson. A lot of people are here saying a lot about him, man, Gabriel. What about we sign Pierre Thomas or Ahmad Bradshaw? Like them both. I would like Pierre because he can come out of the backfield like Nutty, and I don't know what that means. But Matt, yeah, I know. I like Pierre Thomas and Ahmad Bradshaw. Both seem like very serviceable backs. However, Bradshaw seems to be brittle. Look, Lucky Whitehead, Ray. We all looking at Lucky Whitehead. Yeah, Ian, I listened to Jerry in the conference. Jerry was talking up Randall. He says he believes in Randall, and if Randall wasn't on the team, that they would feel different. So they're all in with Randall. It seems like, and for Jerry to say that, who loves Arkansas and knows that Darren McFadden is there, he says McFadden can be awesome, but them together should be a great rotation. Joshua Baraka, I'm wanting to see Terrence Williams also. I want to see, like I said yesterday, I want to see Terrence Williams be more of I'm going to take these yards and getting, I don't want to call them trash yards because they're good yards. I don't want him to just find spots or whatever. I want him to be a threat on the other side, just like Dez. Well, not as good as Dez, but still. What's up, Santino? The foundation says Freeney still unsigned, yeah. And again, the same thing with Freeney. He would only play outside, so that's if we move Greg Hardy inside, and we have Freeney and Gregory or and DeMarcus Lawrence, and then we need another and then Crawford at defensive tackle. Shango, do I think that they will keep the coaching rotation the same this year? Linehan seemed to know when to run, and Marinelli on D seems to be working. Yeah, I'm just worried about Big Bill Callahan and how his departure is going to affect the coaching. Aloha, you're in Hawaii. Aloha, I enjoyed Hawaii when I was there at the foundation. If Mo is healthy, I don't think. If Mo is healthy and Corey White is a better couple. Oh, I heard it. Going to check, fix the camera. Check. I hope I'll have that fixed by tomorrow. I have to install some firmware in my camera, and it seems like a very detailed thing, so I'm waiting. Santino says he's out of town for work. My wife thinks I'm still asleep. Wait for me to call, which is hey, Santino, she's your wife, so she knows where the Cowboys come in your life. This one, she knows where the Cowboys have always come in my life. Green Caesar says, Shango, if we have the same or close to the same running game, then we will run over the league, right? I think so, Green Caesar. I think so. If we come in with the same type of energy and to take over football games through the run, with the mentality to take over the football game through the run, I think we will have a great season. Mincey to Seattle. I love it, Adam Cotton. It came from here. I know. Ian said no way they'll trade a No way that they'll trade a 25-year-old back for a 31-year-old disgruntled defensive end that wants more money. But I could dream, Ian. I could dream. Cam Chancellor. You see what's happening. I'm glad you brought that up, Shane. You see what's happening in Seattle. Everybody's saying, I want more money. I want more money. Cam Chancellor like, I don't think I'm going to come in unless I get some more money. You see, I mean, you have to watch. You have to watch how you give out money and what you're doing. And you have to stick to your guns and to the plan that's working and let these players, get money from other places if that's what you want. If Mincey wants some money, then I'm sure he can go back to Jacksonville and get more money and play his career out in Jacksonville and make some cash. I'm sure that can happen. Call him. But Jacksonville doesn't have a running back they can trade him. Here we go. I hear Gus is like a Marshawn Lynch. I hope so, Chris Flores. Man, I hope so. Oh yeah, Garrett. No. Defensive line. I meant Hardy was the leader of the defensive line. Me and Sean Lee, we're tight. It's my boy. He's the leader. Joyce Brandt, hello, welcome. This is your first video on the channel, and was the Kool-Aid video. Her first video was a Kool-Aid video. I made two of them. I made a remake and I made an original Kool-Aid video a long time. I hope I can drink Kool-Aid this year, man. I really do. Yeah, Anthonyville. I'm concerned of who's going to replace Harris too. Trade for Trey Mason. Trey Mason is a possibility. Todd Gurley's going to get all the carries in St. Louis. I mean, you have to run Todd Gurley. So Trey Mason is a good option because they have somebody else in St. Louis too. I forgot who it was. So St. Louis, Seattle, Kansas City. There's some good places out there with some deep running back. They're deep at the running back position. Looking at little film there is on Gus. Yeah. Cam Chancellor Dallas. Nah, I think we have Cam. We have Cam and Barry Church, and we don't know what to do with him. You know what I'm saying? Barry Church is a very good linebacker type, but he doesn't have the ball skills that Cam has. Let's go get LeGarrette Blount. I like Blount. That's what I like. Yeah, I thought Blount was under contract somewhere. Yeah. In New England. I don't know if it's a make or break season for Escobar, but we were talking about this in the Madden chat the other day about how it's time for Escobar to elevate his game to at least close to Witten, so we can have a double. Dufour, what are you talking about? Hold on, Dufour said Callahan sucked. The architect of our offensive line, the guy that went in for Travis Frederick, the guy that went in for Zach, the guy that put the whole thing together, sucked. Wow, we needed him gone. He sucked and we needed him gone. Wow. What happened to Mincey? Mincey just didn't come in. He decided not to come into work unless we give him more money. That's what happened, super ass kicker. Will we ever take a look at RG3? No, please don't look at RG3. Yeah, Rescues misused him, but I just don't think I don't like his gameplay. I mean, he may make it in the league, but I don't like the type of quarterback he is. You going to Ray is going to be the next 30. I might be there next weekend. No, I'm watching ESPN, James Smith. I'm not watching NFL Network right now. What's Dez's expectations to you? I think Dez need to take take the league by storm. I think he should end the league. I don't know his numbers because those are irrelevant. I just think by the end of the year, Dez will be clearly the best wide receiver in football. That's the only predicament I have for Dez. By the end of the season, he will be clearly the best wide receiver in football. What's up, Michael Martinez? What's up, Deshaun Crabtree? Yeah, the running game will all depend on exactly the foundation. Beautiful. The running game will depend on short yardage and blitz pickup. Because all the running backs have running talent. But it's going to depend on the short yardage, getting the dirty yards. That's what Garrett talked about. And being able to pick blitzes up and not get Tony Romo killed because a running back missed their assignment. Those are going to be the tough things. Now, you're going to see big runs because that is in Garrett's offensive scheme. He creates space to run through. He's done that since he's been in Dallas. But we need somebody that's going to do that along with block and along with get from here to there when we need it. Make It Right says, Shango, how long have I been online? I know I've been following you for many years. Can't exactly remember how long, but it's pretty. Oh yeah, I was a big boy. No. I explained this in my to my Madden League the other day that was the one point in my life that I got big because I was dealing with being married. It was, come on, man. I'm married, man. I want women all the time or whatever. But I lost all the weight. I'm extremely happy. Everything is good now. That weight will never come back. It was just a window of my life where I got big because I was disgusted with the world, and now I'm happy as happy can be. What up, Danny Diaz? You're getting yelled at for Callahan. If Randall gets hurt or can't go for a long period, do you think Dunbar's small frame? I don't think Dunbar's small frame can hold up, and I don't think Dunbar can hold onto the ball. No, Green Caesar, I haven't got a chance to look at North Cam, but I pulled them up on my phone, so it's actually still on my phone for me to look at when I get a chance. Dayton says Callahan was a big part. He's going to help the Skins. I know. Well, Dayton said he said it wrong. Or I read it wrong. Okay, Dayton did not say Callahan was suck. I could have swore it said Callahan sucked. I'm gonna go look back at this. Will Jason Garrett be the offensive coordinator? I don't think so. I think we're still running Jason Garrett's offensive scheme, but Lanahan is in charge. Metal Maniac, I don't think the Eagles are going to be a train wreck. No, not at all. I really don't. I think the Eagles are going to be our number one opponents in the NFC East. I still think we're better than them by a little margin, but I think they're going to play good football, and they're going to buy into Chip Kelly's system, and we'll see. The best thing we can do is to kill the Eagles. We need to beat them twice. And we need to make sure they don't make the playoffs. And if we do that, then Chip Kelly will be fired, and that Eagles team will be in flux for a couple of years again. And that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. Dave Bishop says, why is no one freaking out that Brandon Whedon is still our backup? I don't know, Dave. I don't know. But we know I hate being in a predicament when you know for a fact when your quarterback is down, then you're done. Shango, who has more yards this year, Murray or Randall? I think Murray fades with the Eagles while Randall and McFadden shine. We'll do. I think it gets up in the air, Garrett. I think both teams are going to have a running back by committee. But I do think out of Murray, Randall, McFadden, and all the other running backs and the Eagles, Murray is the one that would be leaned on more. So I would have to lean on Murray just because I think Murray will get more action than Randall. What about using 44 on short yardage? I don't know, man. I hope Gus Johnson is the short yardage answer. What's up, Quiyubeto? I think that's right. What's up, Deshaun? What you said? What do you think about bringing in Mike Vick as a solid number 2 quarterback? Somebody asked me about this on Twitter the other day about bringing in Mike Vick. I just don't think Vick fits the offense. Again, it's kind of like the RG3 thing. I need someone that's going to be able to get the ball to Dez constantly. So I want somebody with some type of an arm to be able to do that. And I don't think Vic has that. Vic has other skills. And again, it's kind of like what I said about Chris Johnson yesterday. Players that depend on speed and agility and those things, when they're the first to fade when they get older, unless you're a freak like the trader. Oz Moses said, the trader T.O. Shango, who do I think is the bigger threat in the NFC West? Arizona. People don't realize Arizona, the Cardinals got as far as we did last year, and they did not have a quarterback. Okay? They you know how happy we are with our great season or whatever. They got just as far in a tougher division with no quarterback. That is a team to watch. That is a coach to watch. That Bruce Arians. I'm just saying. Yeah, we need to clear back up unless what's his name, my man? You know what I'm talking about. Comes in and does better. Ian said he's starting to sour in Dunbar. We keep saying that he's got great skills, but never gets the ball. Starting to seem like he's a wasting the roster spot. Yeah. Another flash in the past guy, man, it looks like. Do I think we're bringing another running back before the start of the season? Yes, I do, Midnight Cat. Lord Stark says, Shango, please let these guys know now Randall isn't in Murray's level no matter what line is blocking. I have to agree. I developed, throughout last season, I developed so much more respect for Murray when I was seeing what he was doing and his patience and all that kind of stuff. And Murray and Randall, it was a maturation process with Murray to get to that point. And Murray learned how to take care of his body a little better. He just didn't learn how to hold on to the ball. But that was good. But granted, last year was the first time he had the fumbling problem. But Randall's going to have to go through that maturation process also. And you don't learn that kind of stuff until you get out there and you have action. You know what I'm saying? You get out there, you feel what the offensive line is doing, you feel the holes and what the defenses are doing. You feel that over the course of your career, and Randall has to build that up so we can be that next level that Murray is now. So this coming year, Randall is not going to be the type running back Murray is. Everybody's stuck on the yards without touch stat. And that's a misleading stat. It's not a stat that's saying the line just opened up a hole and Murray went like, oh, okay, I got touched and fell down. No, that's not it. That was his vision. That was him being able to work with the line, figuring out the plays and knowing if he sees somebody going this way. It's all the stuff that a running back has to learn to become, an 18-yard getting running back. So Randall's going to have to do that. I believe he has the ability to, but I just haven't seen Randall enough to say, oh, he's just like Murray. I hadn't seen him enough. I hadn't seen him enough to say he's not even better than Murray. So he could be better than Murray. I just hadn't seen Randall enough. Chad says, I would seriously pull the trigger on Pierre Thomas. Pierre Thomas is a good running back. I do think Joseph Randle would excel behind the line and knows the system. I'll watch it when they replay it, the Talking to Cowboys on NFL Network. I will have it in the future, and I will have a setup for when this happens. When you guys say they're Talking Cowboys on NFL Network, that I'll just reach over here and I'll turn the TV to 212. Hey, DirecTV. Turn it on 212, and Cowboys still there? No, it looks like the Jets. But when something's on the TV, I'll have a camera back there pointing toward this area so we can keep up with what's going on. Metal Maniac, do I think it's possible that Buffalo could have the number one defense this year? Yes, by all means, because they're going to have a running game in Buffalo, and they're going to lean on the running game because Shady McCoy is far better than what they have at the quarterback position. So they're going to lean on the run, which they're going to drain the clock, which means that the defense is not going to be out on the field that long, and that defensive line is awesome. It is. I don't know if you remember the last game Green Bay lost last year when they was going to the playoffs. It was to Buffalo, and it was those defensive line. They just murdered Aaron Rodgers. And if you got a defensive line that can do that, you got a team that can win. They can beat anybody. If you can mess up a quarterback like they messed up Aaron Rodgers, yeah, it can happen. Melvin Mayo said Vic couldn't beat out those sorry quarterbacks in the Jets. Yeah, I kind of agree, maybe. Dave Bishop, I live in RBA. I was at FedEx last year and I saw Randall explode live. The first game I ever been to. I'm so excited to see this guy play. I think he gets more yards than Murray this year. Dave Bishop, like I told somebody yesterday, because somebody yesterday was just up on Randall and they said the same thing, that he gets more yards than Murray. You have to know the amount of yards Dallas got last year was legendary. It crushed records. You have Tony Dorsett era wiped out. You got Emmitt Smith in the Super Bowl era with the greatest the great wall of Dallas, the greatest line of all time, and Emmitt Smith. They didn't get that amount of yards that was gotten last year. So it's going to be hard to try to replace that. And if they do, Super Bowl is the basement of what we can do. How about that Damian Wilson? I can't wait to see Damian Wilson. Garrett, good question here. Shango, what's your prediction about our first 4 games? Giants, win. Eagles, loss. Falcons. Falcons and Saints, I have no idea. Saints win 3-2. Yeah, I say we on this end of it, though. I say 3-2. One of the division games and one of those games versus the Falcons and the Saints. I think we're going to split those and we're going to beat the Patriots. Unless Tom Brady comes back. But I don't want to talk. Ooh, I'm doing a show.
You're doing a show about a team that's going to lose every season. So you're going to leave? You know what I mean?
Bye, family.
Bye, babe.
I'll get you in a minute, Kai. All right, that was my cue. That I'm gonna have to go soon. Start wrapping this up. I wish McFadden had stronger legs. Ian, you're right. His legs are like toothpicks. What did X Venom say about Murray's vision? There we go. Randall has far better vision than Murray ever did. Murray gets mad chunks of yard because of gaping holes. When he got gaping holes, there were more than several examples where Murray just went down. I can't agree with you. I can't. I mean, you guys, it's a ridiculous talk. I mean, what you're saying is Murray should have got 2,500 yards last year. You know, I mean, I hear that from so many Cowboy fans. That's ridiculous. Oh, you can see stuff on your level that he may have not done, but then you're not looking at the stuff that he was actually doing to get the 1,800 yards. The patience, the sitting behind the line, the breaking the tackles. Murray did a lot, and just it just amazes me how we will tear him down right now, and it wasn't true. We need to right now focus on Randall and get Randall up to the level where Murray was, instead of trying to talk Murray down to make us feel better about Randall. Let's get Randall motivated and get him up to right there. We got Randall talking about Murray left meat on the bone last year. I ain't gonna do it. That's some ridiculous talk. That's not smart talk. You talk about how good what he did and how well he ran in his 1,800 yards, and then you beat it. That's the mentality you take, and we're taking this whole Murray thing and we're picking him apart with all the bad stuff he did, and the dude got 1,800 yards. And you act like, oh, anybody can do that. No, they can't. They can't. It doesn't happen all the time. So let's stop just talking him down and let's get our guy to that point where he can get 1,800 and plus. Because again, then we'll be back on the horse. How many? Oh, that's a good question, Nick. How many rushing yards do you think we will need to succeed this season? It's not really about the number of yards. The number can fluctuate. It can be lower or higher. It's about the control of football games. It's about when it's 3rd down and 2 and there's 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter and they're not going to get the ball back. You know what I'm saying? There were several situations like that last year when we had the ball toward the end of the game and you weren't going to get it back in time enough to do anything. We just sucked the life out of your opportunities. And that's what we need our running game to do. It's not really about how many yards or whatever. It's about that. And we did that last year, and that's what I don't want to lose. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose that edge because it's huge. Ray Rice. Toe Jam. Let us go back. I jumped. Toe Jam said he played with Gus Johnson, and he said he is a dog. There it is. Toe Jam says, I personally played with Gus Johnson at SFA, and he is a dog. I want to see Gus Johnson. Man, I ain't even seen a bit of him. I'm juiced up with him almost as much as I'm juiced up about Randall. Daytona, no, I don't do fantasy football. I do Madden. I'm a Madden guy now, and we do a fantasy Madden league. So I have the Cowboys with 0 players, and we go through a 53-round draft, and we draft every single player for our team, and we play Madden for the entire. I mean, I'm still playing now Madden 15. I got a game after this stream, so that took my life completely away from fantasy football because it's so much better, so much better. What up, Tony? Oh no, she did. She shut me down. And wifey shut down the show. Yeah, I know Venom that Randall sticks his foot in the ground and goes, but we have not seen but a sample size of Randall, so we can't fly off the handle and say he's going in the Hall of Fame when we only have seen a sample size of him. And then with this off the field issues, is his head straight? There's so many questions with Randall, so we can't just fly off and say, oh, Randall's going to be better than Murray. I mean, that's what we all hope. I know I do, but there's a lot of questions there, to be honest. What's up, Sean Ma? Well, my wife is not a Nick. My wife is not a Cowboy fan. She hates them. Yeah, Emmett. I love Emmett. I love Emmett, but.
Samsung with a new iPhone 6 after Brady says my attorneys made it clear to the NFL my actual phone device would not be subjected to investigation under any circumstances. Brady says, more importantly, I have never written, texted, emailed to anybody.
No, Shane. I wish that was true. I wish Shane Barraza. I wish we were talking that Murray down because he's an Eagle, but we talked Murray down when he was still a Cowboy. We did. A lot.
It's completely wrong. There is no smoking gun, Brady says, and this controversy is manufactured to distract from the fact that they have zero evidence of wrongdoing. A strong statement from Tom Brady, even stronger hours later from owner Robert Kraft.
In light of yesterday's
But he had no business, Chaz. He had no business doing that. You have no business doing that, especially when you get the kid out of the room, Randall, Chaz. Especially when you ain't done a damn thing in the NFL, do you come out and you say the guy over there? He sounded like Martellus Bennett when Martellus Bennett was talking down Witten. Just sound like an idiot. Just shut up and play, and you put up the numbers, and let your numbers speak for you. If you ain't done crap and you ain't even got but a handful of carries in the NFL, don't go talking crap. Of course, the fans are going to go, yeah, love it or whatever. But in reality, you need to shut the hell up and play football first and then talk. Or no, you don't talk. You just you go to the end zone and put the ball down, and that says everything you need to say.
infraction for which the discipline is being imposed,
Peace, Marshmallow.
the initial penalty gets reduced. 6 months removed from the AFC Championship game, there is no evidence of anybody doing anything to tamper with the PSI levels of footballs. I've continued
Cody Crump, I hope McFadden, because McFadden is the one guy that you don't have to question his talent. I don't know where Randall's talent level lies. I really don't. I do know where McFadden's talent level was at college and what he did on the main stage, and not a main stage, what he did versus the SEC, the NFL of college football. So he does have potential, and if he gets it going, if he turns his life around, whoo. That's a good situation. That's a good question, Ian. Ian said we've seen more of Randall than we've seen of Todd Gurley and Melvin Gordon. Yet if we drafted him, no one would be questioning our running back situation. Well, I mean, yeah, but like the Rams, Trey Mason. Trey Mason was a later round pick. Later round picks are not going to get the amount of energy behind them that a first round running back that's picked in the first round. Those people are dependent on those to be like super studs, especially if we got Gurley. Gurley is supposed to be a superstar, and Melvin looks like he's going to be a solid guy. So if Randall was a first round pick, then it would be different because those guys since they was first round pick, they have height on their shoulders, and it's always going to be like in the NFL because they're been graded out to potentially be one of the best. I sound like Cullenberger. Where do you go? I like those. Ray, I like those. I like those numbers. 1,500, 1,100 from Randall, 650 for McFadden, and Dunbar, all those 250. I like that. Kenley says Murray was a magician. We'll miss that. He got 4 or 5 yards from nothing. Yeah. Too much Tom Brady. Way too much Brady. Marshmallow says I sound like Cullenberger. I love Cullenberger's videos. I love, and he actually follows me on YouTube, which he's my favorite guy that follows me by far. Well, Dat follows me too, Dat Nguyen. So Cullenberger and Dat Nguyen, they're like this, equal. All right, Dave Fishes, I'm gonna get ready to shut this thing down too. Do I think Greg Hardy? Yes, Greg Hardy is going to be a monster. I have no questions. No questions about Greg Hardy on the football field, ladies and gentlemen. No sir, no sirree. He's going to bring it. He's going to bring it. What's up, Money Man? I hope Sean Lee can stay healthy. Yeah, Bob says Mincey had like 6 sacks. No pay raise for you. Exactly. I mean, come on, Bob. Think about it. How many defensive ends in the league would have gotten 6 sacks being the #1 option on a football team and getting the playing time that Mincey got? A whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. Kenneth, I agree. I just think Randall needs power. I need to see Randall's power. I need to see Randall getting when it's third and 3 and he gets 4 yards. I need to see that he does that constantly. I also need to see 100-yard games in a row by Randall, with what Murray did, which was probably his best feat of the 100-yard. I don't know how many more. I want to see that with Randall because that gave our offense consistency and it gave our defense break too. Camera off. Okay. Well, I guess that tells me that I need to wrap this up. Thanks, Money Man. Do I think the addition of Terrence Knighton, Stephen Pierre, and Ricky Jusman will make the Red Fence D-line scary? Yes, I do. I do, Metal Maniac. Because those are strong guys. Our line is good, very good, but they are not the strongest of players. You know, we don't have like you remember Larry Allen was like pick anybody up and throw him. Probably would have been a 99 strength in Madden. But Stephen Pierre and Terrence Knighton, both of them are big, strong guys that you're going to have to physically move out of the way because their job is going to be stand right there. I forgot their names. They used to have 2 in Jacksonville. I used to call them 2 Wookiees. And they put 2 Wookiees, 2 Chewbacca Wookiees right there in the middle of their defense, and they told them not to move, just go forward. And then you had to decide to run into those Wookiees or run around. So, yeah, it's gonna be a little problem, but I think we can handle it. The worst part of that, though, with the Redskins defensive line is Bill Callahan, because I know he's working with the defensive coordinator of the Redskins and showing them our blocking schemes and what we're going to do, because apparently we're not going to change our blocking schemes. We're going to go with I can't think of the guy's name now, but we're going to run the same stuff. So we'll see. Rodney Handy loves the hat. Thank you, man. I really have hopes for Lawrence too. Really do. Girly Gamer, what's up? Lawrence, I have high hopes for me too. I want Randall to surprise me, Rodnell. I really do. I really do. I expect Lael Collins to start, Gary. I really do. I want him to start, and I think he's going to start guard. And then eventually he'll go out there and take over for free. Chaz is the one I don't see us doing anything. PV Peak said I want to see myself on screen. You got to put your picture. You got to put your profile pic there, PV Peaks. All right, guys. I'll see you later. I'm going to go get my child. She's next door, and get her ready for bed. I had a great time, and let's hope Mincey decides to come in and we can keep our defensive line where it was, or we'll have to go get somebody else. Just the way it goes. All right, guys. Oh, I forgot to record the show. All right, guys. I'll holler at you later. Peace out.